Good morning from Shanghai, Pulxicans and Hexicans. Man, what is going on? This is the DeFi Crypto Alliance show where we're doing our best to bridge the gap between our fellow entrepreneur friends and the best damn crypto community around to you guys. Pulse Chain, what is going on? Good morning, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Here in Shanghai, China, it is morning time. Absolutely beautiful day. I figured come on here and do a quick stream, check in with you guys, kind of touch base. And charts are looking a little bit green, which is exciting. I woke up today. I was like, oh, wow. We got a little bit of a relief bounce. We'll see if it holds. Would be nice if we could kind of hold in this area, which wouldn't be too bad. This pullback, in my opinion, was very, I don't want to say painless, but it was almost painless. Very, very close. So, yeah, super excited. So, guys, I've got access again to normal internet. I won't talk about how we did that because I don't want to end up in a concentration camp. I kid. But I'm back up again, so I can bring up the secret chart, which is a lot of fun. And so I'm just excited to be here with you guys. Be in Shanghai. The weather out here is super awesome. We might get a little bit of rain today, which is cool because we've had like sunny skies every day since I've been here. So it'll be exciting if we get a little bit of rain, see what that's like here in Shanghai. And we're going to go out and explore some more of the city today and just have a good time. But without further ado, let's go look at the secret chart real quick, see what's going on. It's got some interesting data that it's telling us. And we'll see. It'll be very interesting to see where it goes from here. But let me go ahead and share my screen, because that's why you guys come and watch my show. I know it's the real reason is because you want to see if we're in the right place at the right time and that we're not getting scammed, right? So we fell back through the SEC channel where we hung out for the last, year and a half. And it's kind of making a new low. I feel like this is going to be a higher low. I feel like I am with my confidence. I'm like 99% certainty this is going to create a higher low and then start creating more market structure, hopefully to the upside. So we have dipped below. We didn't go below the actual capitulation candle of the SEC FUD, but we, went down a little lower than what the SEC channel is. So still not as low as the PDI FUD. Which is, I can't believe that we dropped this low in PDI FUD. I feel like that was extreme manipulation, and I could be totally wrong about that. I feel like there was probably some big players that we may or may not know about accumulating in that area, and they wanted to bring that train back, that rocket ship back as much as they could to accumulate bags. I could be totally wrong. Who effing knows? Maybe it was just extractors. But regardless, we are below the channel. Let's see where we end up landing. And it'd be very interesting because the reason why, and we're pumping, we're 6% up on the day, which is not bad, right? We're still in that 3-2 area, which is like where we hang out at when you compare it against the dollar for the last year to year and a half. The reason why it looks this way is ETH is pumping, which is good, right? We need ETH to pump for multiple reasons. One, overall market, we're going to get ourselves an altcoin season sooner or later. Who knows when it's going to come? I see a lot of people on Twitter talking about, there's not going to be an altcoin season. It's only going to be Bitcoin and the 4-year cycle's broke. Holy shit. That is the complete opposite of what's going to happen. In my opinion, this cycle, speaking of which, not financial advice, you push your own buy and sell button. I'm here to only speculate on my money, what I'm doing, and you guys can make your own decisions from there. But I love seeing that we're still kind of hanging out. I would love it to come back above the SEC channel and make new market structure, which I feel like it is going to, but once again, no promises. But on the day, we're not doing bad. It's back up at 3.2. We're hanging out in that level when you compare it against the dollar. No biggie there. Let's just coast here until we get some more Jeets out. Tuning in the crypto Twitter. There is a KOL in our ecosystem who is fudding the bags pretty bad. And by all means, let him do it. Let him gather his tribe and let them exit. And they can, not, if the door hits them on the way out, I'd be extra happy with that. But regardless, there's a lot of controversy going on with that. Pulse X, 4027, not too shabby. Ink's back at $1.50. Come on. I mean, we hit $2, so we're down 50 cents. Not too horrible in this last pullback. I mean, it was expected to happen. Hex at 6, decimal 0062. E-Hex back at decimal 00199, pretty much 2. Solid X hanging around $10. Not too bad. Not too bad in my opinion. If you guys are looking to pick up some bags of most is about half off of what it's been in the last couple weeks. So who knows if this is the local bottom for most. A lot of chartists, or not a lot of chartists, but a couple I do follow that did TA on most are saying this is probably the local bottom. Who knows? I don't know. But if you can accumulate in this area, I think it's a excellent place to do a DCA. Once again, not financial advice. You make your own buy and sell decisions. So, but yeah, it's an interesting day over in Pulse Chain land. We are green today, which is super exciting. I'm excited that we're green. Waking up this morning, and even though all the FUD is going around from the KOLs out there, we are sitting in a pretty good place waiting. People, there's a couple guys really fudding over the fact that RH is not streaming. Look, I'm going to reiterate this stuff again because I've talked about this before. Look, Interpol is worse than SEC. Point blank. SEC, they wanted like 30 million. It was a shakedown. It was, hey, pay us. And RH is like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fight you guys. And he won. Right? Great outcome. With Interpol, they don't want 30 million. They want hundreds of millions, right? This is a big difference in dollar terms. And they don't, it's not just a shakedown. They want to arrest the guy. And they got a bunch of other countries in on it saying, hey, if you see this guy, whether it be in an airport or wherever he may be in your country, please arrest him. We need him back in Finland because we want to collect this money and we're going to put him in jail. This is a big deal, guys. You guys talking we need RH to stream to pump our bags. I get it. It's one of the rocket engines on the rocket ship. It's there. I agree. RH streaming will pump the charts. But one thing, if he does it at the wrong time of the cycle, that pump will get sold off because there's still a lot of JEETs who are selling when it's not altcoin season. I feel like there would just be a lot of sell pressure even if it pumped extremely hard. If we went up a 10x, you don't think these JEETs who are following this KOL doing all the FUD is going to start selling? Yeah, they would. In my opinion, I could be wrong. But he's not going to stream with that kind of pressure. I wouldn't stream. If I was on a most wanted list from multiple countries that all could arrest me and throw me in jail and take me for hundreds of millions of dollars, I would not freaking stream. Are you kidding me? So this is more extreme than the SEC stuff. Okay. I just cannot iterate that enough. And I knew this even when the SEC stuff was going on and people were like, oh, when the SEC stuff is cleared, he is clear to go. He could stream. He could be the old RH. I had my doubts. I really did. And it's because of the Interpol stuff. Now, he did make a tweet. I know you guys probably saw this, and some of you guys took it one way, some of you guys took it another way. I'll tell you how I took it, but he tweeted that through this whole Elon and Trump stuff that's going on. He's like, hey, Elon, once you get on and do a stream, this is going to get your message across more than anything you could do here on Twitter or in the news media. He's like, basically speak to your audience, get your voice out there, and it's going to create the most impact. Well, that to me, guys, in my opinion, is confirmation. Make no mistake about it, that's confirmation. That's what he wants to do, and that's what he believes is the correct strategy for getting your message out there and for basically rounding the troops and doing what you do, right? So that right there is super effing bullish, in my opinion. And people are like, "Oh, he's a hypocrite. He's saying to stream when he doesn't stream, and he's hiding." Look, he is telling you what he believes in and what he believes that works. Then that should tell you there's something holding him back from doing what he believes in. Man, this is fucking common sense. Oh my God. And people take it and twist it into this like narrative where he's a bad guy or he's trolling. And I'm just like, you guys are just, some of these guys are fucking idiots. This idiots, you can't see through the forest or the trees and see what's happening. I mean, he believes in this. This is what he's telling you he feels is the best strategy. What do you think he's going to do when he has the capability of implementing this best strategy? Well, he's going to stream. So I'm like, it's just amazing how it gets spun into a narrative that is just completely asinine, in my opinion. I can't fathom it, and it's fine. Like if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, push sell, right? Like just push sell, please. Push the sell button, get the F out, and leave the community, man. And we just don't need your toxicity around, man. I can't stand it. And it's all being kind of conjured up by, like I said, a couple KOLs. Speaking of which, guys, what is your thoughts of Tiger, man? I think this guy's really starting to grow on me. Man, he is he's a bit of a fighter, and I like that. He used to be he was very anti-pulse chain, anti-hex, and now he's like, dude, he's out there swinging, and I love it, man. I love the message, and let's see if he holds true to being the guy he says he is. I have a little concerns that maybe we've seen it before, right? Somebody comes in and is hardcore pulse chain, hex, and then they launch a coin, right? And that's all the only reason why they were here doing that is to gather community around them, and then they launch a coin into the community. It's like, shit, bro, you never believed in shit. So let's see if that don't happen. It's my only concern, but so far I like what I'm seeing. So it's quite remarkable how this guy is really out there, just kind of spearheading this pulse chain war, if you will. That's what he was calling it, kind of on his last video I watched last night. And I like the guy so far. We'll see if he holds true to his values and holds true to what he is doing. And maybe one of these days I'll even have him come on the show. Maybe I'll invite him on the show, and then we can rap about what was it that I would love to know. What was it that took you from the anti pulse chain guy to now you are the main KOL, at war, fighting all the other toxic KOLs? It'd be interesting conversation, I think, to have on the show. And so I might have him on. I might invite him on one of these times, and it'd be cool. He also goes out to I see Dominican Republic a lot, which is right next door to Puerto Rico. So he's over on the next island from me, except for right now. Right now I'm in Shanghai, China. But I don't know. That's my thoughts. I was watching it last night, and it was interesting to see. So So what's going on, guys? 83 of you guys watching, 66 on Twitter. Give me a retweet if you like the content. 16 on YouTube. Numbers are a little lower than normal. It's probably because I'm not being consistent, and probably because of the time change, and that's fine. I just want to get in here and check in with you guys. But give me smash that like, hit the bell notification if you haven't yet. Help the algorithm here. More than ever, when my numbers are low and I'm not being consistent, we could use the extra help of the likes, the retweets, and smashing the bell notification to boost the algorithm as much as I possibly can while I'm out here in Shanghai, China. So it is super cool. All right, guys, let's check in with the chat. Hey, you want to say hi? Okay, come say hi. 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 She's having an absolute blast out here in Shanghai. Her grandpa lives out here. Obviously, that's where we're at right now, is the grandpa's house. And man, she's just having so much fun. They go out every single day, just him and her, and they go out walking around, and then they're having a great time. So, okay, go get water. Go tell mommy you want water. Well, let's check in with you guys here in the chat and see what's going on. We got the Beach 12. What up, man? Yo, first, man, what's going on? You made it. Thank you so much for showing up. We appreciate it. Oh, human hester trafficker stream looks great. Thanks, man. I've got the new way of bringing in the internet now. I'm allowed to have access to US websites. In China, they are banned or they're not allowed. And so, unless like it's like a US banking site or something to that nature, but like all your crypto sites, all your your charts sites like Deck Screener, stuff like that. Just you don't have access to. Of course, social media is like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, which is crazy because YouTube, that's where I'll watch all my fitness content and some crypto content, of course. But like, I'm just like, man, I got to get my daily feel of fitness content in, and I didn't have YouTube for like the first 2 days here. It sucked. So now I'm able to like stream. I got YouTube. I got everything that I normally would have back in the States. So super excited. So thanks, man. Good to see you as always. I'll be out in AZ Q1 of next year, maybe Christmas time. And we'll have to link up, bro. We will have to link up. Tam Tam Hacks, great to see you, Corey. Hey, what's going on, Tam Tam? Good to see you too. I also love seeing your posts. You are everywhere on Twitter, fighting the good fight, I'll tell you. And we appreciate your service. Oh my God. There is some just, man, I can't believe the stuff I'm seeing on Twitter right now. I'm just like, yeah. And it's like, we're not even like in all-time lows. This isn't like the bottom. This is just sideways action. We had a pullback and absolutely just everybody lost their freaking marbles. I'm like, oh my God, like what's going on? I feel like when the PDI low hit, the PDI extraction, right? That low was not that this big of a deal. I don't know. It's weird where the sentiment comes out of, maybe because people like they get excited because their bag's pumping and they think it's altcoin season. I was excited. I thought it was. And then it didn't end up being altcoin season, which is fine because I know it's coming because these cycles don't change. Don't bet against the cycle, man. These guys on here talking about it's the cycle's broken are full of shit. The cycle could be a little bit extended longer than we normally anticipated. And that's fine because this stuff is not going to be perfect. History rhymes, it doesn't repeat, right? It's the old saying. And so it's going to rhyme and there will be another bear market. And people talking about how this is a Bitcoin only bull and it will never have a bear again are going to be caught with their pants down. Make no mistake about it. So, but appreciate you, Tam Tam. Thank you so much for showing up. And we got Chad Don Schwantz. What's up, brother? My brother in Christ. What's going on, my friend? Good seeing you as always. And we got the myth, the man, the legend, Brazology. Bro, I'm not in a concentration camp. You see, I'm streaming. I've got YouTube access now. I am doing my normal internet roundabout, whatever I do back home in Puerto Rico, I'm able to do here now, which is awesome. So, Pulsax, what up, brother? Good to see you. First impressions of China, man. Freaking absolutely love it here, man. It is just so awesome. The city is so clean. It's futuristic. This is one of the first cashless societies I think that exists. And there's probably other places in China too, like maybe Singapore. Who knows? Maybe Hong Kong. But I come here, nobody uses cash. Now that you keep maybe some cash on hand for emergencies, but like everyone's paying everybody with their phone through WeChat. And this is crazy. So one app rules them all here. WeChat, dude, it is their social media. It is their form of payment. So all their money is done through WeChat and paid through WeChat. All vendors accept WeChat. In fact, that's their preferred method of payment. And that's their Uber. And everything is coordinated and done through WeChat. It is wild and it's very organized. It's very good. And like I said, it's the first time I've ever seen like this, like almost cashless economy. Yeah, it's wild. 80% of the cars are electric here. Almost every parking spot has a charging the charger for the electric cars. A lot of scooters, of course. That's kind of a whole Asia thing. Everyone likes to ride the scooters out here. It's because there's so many people, right? There's 30 million people that live in the greater parts of Shanghai. And the way they fit 30 million, I'll show you how. I can actually show you how they fit 30 million here. There's not your typical residential housing here. Now, I'm pretty sure outside the city there is, but it's all done through these high apartment buildings, right? And so people own these apartment buildings. They're not like one company, they're all individually owned, but like the city's full of these big apartment, and they get bigger than this. They're like high rises. So they build up. And yeah, it's quite wild, and they're everywhere. I mean, so that's how you fit 30 million people in a city is you build up. You don't build out, right? You build up. And I mean, it's wild. And the food's been awesome, man. We've been eating like crazy. I've been enjoying it. I'm very open-minded when it comes to food. I'll try anything at least once. Because how do you know if you don't like it if you don't try it once? I mean, I've eaten some disgusting stuff too in my days. Like in the Philippines, I ate bugs. In Korea, I ate dog. And I know it's kind of sad to say I didn't like it, but I'll try anything. I'll try anything once usually. But there hasn't been nothing too disgusting out here. My father-in-law has been cooking a lot. Of course, we've been going out to eat, and it's just been awesome. And the people are friendly as all hell. The city's clean. I think I mentioned that. And it's a nightlife city. It's a nightlife city. So it's very much like Vegas without the casinos. A lot of lights, a lot of people just out partying and eating and just staying out late and having fun, dancing. It's crazy, man. And they're all out in the streets, and there's virtually no crime. There's no crime. And so like we're inheriting, or at least my wife is. I got to give her the credit. It's not, I mean, I'm married to her, thank God, right? But we're inheriting a property here, a 3-bedroom apartment. That's like the one I just showed you at the window. I'm on the fourth floor in ours, but it's a 3-bedroom, and she's inheriting it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make this our summer home. So I'm moving back to Arizona next year. The one thing I hate about Arizona is the summers suck ass. I can't stand it. I lived in Arizona for 24 years, and the one thing I can't stand is the summers. They just really wear on you after a period of time. A lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it's a dry heat." Well, it's a conventional oven, and I don't stick my head in it. It's like there's no rational reason why you should be in 120-degree weather. I don't care how dry it is, and so I want to get out all the time from that. If I move back to Arizona from Puerto Rico, and so we're gonna make Shanghai our second home, and in the summer times we're gonna come out here. So that's the goal. But yeah, man, awesome place, dude. We're loving it. Of course, I've seen a fraction, right? I did a couple posts on Twitter. So if you're following me there, you can go and look at some of the pictures there. I'm going to keep doing some more posts and just kind of keeping you guys filled in. It's just a great time, man. So loving it. Paul Shane St. Gaines, let's go, man. I am telling you, I am pumped as always, man. I wish I had some more money for some DCA right now, because I feel like these are local lows. And it's not even the lows, man. It's just a pullback, like against the dollar, right? Like this is like, especially against the dollar. Like we're just hanging out where we normally hang out in the low threes. Like guess what, guys? It's been there for over a year. Where's the new FUD coming from? Jeez, it's wild to me. In Shanghai, we drink a lot of tea too. We drink a lot of tea. This is like customary. Like first thing that goes on in the morning is tea, and it's the last thing to go off. And the whole family they just drink it by the gallon almost. It's crazy. So I'm loving my tea here. But yes. The Cindy Man dang late today. No, man, this is early for me, bro. This is how it's going to be for a couple months. I'm out in Shanghai, China. It is 7:56 a.m. here in Shanghai, where in Puerto Rico it's 7:56 p.m. So it's exactly 12-hour difference from Puerto Rico. And so I'll be streaming in the morning here. I'm not going to be streaming at night, because at night we go out. Either we go out or we're having dinners, or that's where the most interaction happens, is at night. So I'm not going to be streaming at night, which I like streaming in the morning anyways, because that's when I have most energy. I just got up, I feel the best, and I want to get it out there. And so this will be how it is for a little while, man. But I'm enjoying it, man. We'll see if my numbers change too, right? Like I was streaming, in the mornings in Puerto Rico, and it's kind of a split test. We'll see how my numbers shape up. Not to say that I want to get back, I'll be streaming at night. I probably won't, but it'd be something to consider. I don't know if my numbers are like considerably more. So far, it's not. But I've only done 2 streams. This is my second stream. So, Crypto Silas, what up? Good morning. Welcome to Asia. Yeah. Oof, man, it is morning here. Facts. Are you out in Asia right now, Crypto Silas? I think you're in Korea, maybe. I visited Korea once. It's been over a decade ago. Absolutely loved it. Love Seoul. Seoul is a beautiful city, and had an amazing time out there. Man, I don't think I've eaten so many different soups when I was in Seoul, man. They got every restaurant sells 20, 40, 50 different soups. That's what I remember as far as the food was concerned. And that are a real clean city. Like it's very like much like Vegas without the casinos, although they have like one casino for the tourists, and a lot of lights and same vibe that I got here in Shanghai. Except Shanghai is just like so effing massive. I mean, 30 million people. What the heck? Like for me, like I come from Phoenix, right? And Phoenix is 7 million, the greater Phoenix. And Phoenix is the 5th biggest city in the United States. It's 7 million. It's huge. It takes me an hour and a half to drive across the city. I don't even know what it would take me to drive in Shanghai. I'm not going to test it either. I don't want to like ask my father-in-law, hey, can you drive me across the city? But I'm absolutely loving it, Crypto Silas. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Don't give. Yeah, dude. And he's like, yeah, and I remodeled the house. I'm like, that's all you got for your bags? Your bags weren't that big then. That's okay, I guess. That's an okay sized bag if you got a remodel out of it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, plus you sold still at the bottom. Like if you sold a year and a half ago, like we've been in the same levels for a year and a half. I mean, maybe he sold right at launch. Obviously, they're at launch. We were a little higher, right? We were at the SAC price at launch. Pulsex, even was a little above SAC price at launch. So maybe he sold the launch. But then it's like, okay, you got your money back for the SAC. I mean, congrats on you for that. If that's what he did, but who knows? Too cute. Thanks, man. She's my little heart, bro. She's loving it out here too. Absolutely loving it. Hey, Corey, nice spot. Yeah, man, it's cool, man. I'm enjoying it. We love it. This is this is the place that we'll be getting, and it'll be really fun. Of course, my father-in-law will continue to live here as long as he's alive. Which, I mean, we're not going to kick him out or anything, but he's the one giving us the property, right? Or giving my wife the property, and it'd be nice to have a second home here in Shanghai. That's what it makes me so excited, man. It makes me so excited. And of course, all the girls love it, right? Like they're Chinese, so what's not to love about it? When in Hannibal Lecter's house, don't try that food. Facts, bro. Yeah, I don't want to eat human. That would be no bueno on my side. Oh man, the French district is amazing in Shanghai. Really? Okay. I will let my brother-in-law and father-in-law know, and I'm sure they will take me. They've been taking me to all kinds of places. I can't remember the place they took me yesterday, Crypto Stylist. It was a very old part of Shanghai with like the rivers running through all the shops. Got all these shops set up, right? And everyone's out there cooking and selling something. And there's a river kind of going through, and it kind of reminded me a little bit like Thailand. A little bit. Thailand has a lot of that where they have these rivers and everyone's on the boats selling their stuff, and it has all the shops based off the water. And that's kind of how you get around the different shops. This is how it reminded me. Maybe not to quite to that extent, but it was very old, and it was super cool. Super, super cool. So yeah, I love that feeling of being somewhere that's like 500, 1,000 years old, that has so much culture and heritage, right? Like in the food and just the people. It's a beautiful thing to see. Wild SJ appears. What up? What's going on, Wild SJ? Thank you so much for showing up. We appreciate you as always. appreciate. Surfer Coin, I like the new time. Okay. I mean, the numbers don't tell me. I got 130 watching, but most of you guys are on Twitter, only 18 on YouTube. Usually when I stream in the morning in Puerto Rico, I usually get about 40 to 50 on YouTube watching my show. So right now the numbers aren't showing it, but that's also because I'm not being consistent. And I have to like do a consistent stream, at least 5 days a week to kind of really get an apples to apples comparison to see like if my numbers will beef up, because people are not used to me streaming at this time. So obviously they're not watching for my stream. So I can also be looking at the replays too and the numbers there. But hey, I'm going to be like this for at least a couple months, enjoying it out here. And it's easy to get the stream in the morning here before like we start our day. They're in there drinking tea. My father-in-law is getting breakfast ready, which I'm excited for. And yeah, Cut and Trust, what is up? This time works for me well too. It's because, bro. So Cotton Trust is one of the there's Hexicans and Pulsicans in Shanghai, guys. Believe it or not. And yep, Cotton Trust reached out to me. And so I know this time works beautifully for you because it's morning time, and excited to meet up, man. Coming soon. If you guys know any other also Pulsicans or Hexicans out here, I'd love to meet up with them as much as I can. I can see why maybe the community is not as big out here because it's just harder to do crypto. Now I'm able to do crypto, but it took me 3 days, and actually Cotton Trust kind of helped out with that. And so I can see why it's not so big like in the US or other parts of the world like Portugal or Puerto Rico, right? Puerto Rico is a big crypto place. It's one reason why I do love Puerto Rico. It's because anytime I go out and hang out with people, they're in crypto and you can have a crypto conversation. And I like that. And a lot of those guys have massive bags. And I like being around guys who have higher net worth than me because there's always something I can learn from those guys. That's how I made it in real estate. I got around guys who had higher net worth than me, who were doing bigger deals than me. And I was like, I learned their secret sauce, right? And just copy and paste what they were doing and wanted to get into their mindset. And it's the exact same thing for crypto for me. So that's the hack of life, man. It's copy and paste. Copy and paste. Your network is your net worth, or your net worth is your network, or whatever the saying is. It's so true. Get around people. They say the average, you're the average of your 5 closest friends. Oh my God, there's not a truer statement in the world than that. And that's why you got to be careful who you're around. I did a whole show kind of dedicated to that concept a week ago. And it's very important that you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, people who are on the same journey that you're on. It's very important. And to get the people out of your life who are the naysayers, people try to keep you down, even if it's family members. Unfortunately, you don't want that. Now, I'm fortunate enough where my family is pretty on board with everything I do. In fact, they're in crypto and they love the space, except for like my father. But my father's in his 80s and like he doesn't give a shit either way. He's like, he goes, I hope you get rich, but it's fake money. Yeah, okay. It won't be one day when it hits my bank account. But just be selective. You got to be. It will take time for your audience to adjust, and you will likely get new viewers as well. That's what I'm hoping for, right? Like people who didn't view me before, because like in Puerto Rico, it's pretty early when I stream. It's like, I don't know, 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. in the West Coast of the US. And then it's like 11, 12 in the East Coast. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping for. But the lack of consistency in the shows being shorter could also hurt the algorithm from YouTube, because YouTube has an algorithm. I know that they push the show out to potential new viewers, and it could hurt that algorithm just by not being consistent and the shows being shorter. We'll see. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, I'm going to keep at it, see what happens. And like I said, it won't be every day, but I'll try to get on here when I can and just check in with you guys, man, because you guys are my digital asset family. Right. And we got to talk about the latest thing that's happening in Pulse Chain land, in which right now, man, I think it's awesome. I think that tweet from RH yesterday was so fucking bullish, guys. I just don't understand. Like, it tells me that he's not going to not stream. That's what it tells me. That is his core belief, that he was talking to Elon. It was his core belief. And so that's what it tells me. It wasn't him like being a hypocrite or trolling. Like, read it. It was genuine. It was a genuine post that he was speaking to Elon about. And so, in my opinion, that's exactly where his mindset is at. It's always been there. We know that from before. The proof is in the pudding, and people underestimate what Interpol really is. It is a bigger deal than what most people. It is a big deal. It really is. I mean, that's how they get like a lot of these guys who are, like McCarthy and I think even what's his face, what's the guy, the fighter guy? I can't remember his name right now. But they get these guys from when they go on streams, and they're able to track where they're coming from. And so I wouldn't take that shot. You gotta be kidding me, man. I mean, look, I love Pulse Chain, and even if I created Pulse Chain and I was a founder and I had this big badass massive community, like, I'm not gonna risk my life and going to jail for it. It's just, I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna happen. So that was confirmation, though, of what his beliefs are. And yeah, people were just taking it the wrong way. So it's so freaking stupid, man. People will just, because their bags are down, right? Whatever. Like, but man, it's no more down than it was a couple months ago. We're hanging out in the same zone for the last year and a half. Like, Pulse Chain's a stable coin. I've been saying that RH created the stable coin. It's called Pulse Chain until it's not, but it's been down in these levels for a year and a half. Like, you had plenty of time to buy. You had plenty of time to accumulate down in these levels. It's been here for a long time. So what is your bitch? Like, once again, you can sell, leave, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with selling. More power to you. It's when you stick around and be toxic and be a dumbass, that's where I see the problem. Is you sticking around and being a dumbass, because misery loves company. That's a true fact in life. Misery loves company. And so you sticking around trying to make everyone else sell their bags and FUD the bags and make yourself feel good by making everyone else feel worse means you're a piece of shit. That's what it means. It means you're a piece of shit human being. Get the hell out, man. Sell your bags. Find something new to do. Find a new venture. Go start a business. Maybe you want to get into another crypto community. Perfectly fine options. But sticking around and being a dumbass isn't. That's the difference. It's crazy. Newfound respect for dude, I disagree 120%, man. I mean, we've been down in here the exact same level for a year and a half. Our price charts are no different than any other price charts. There's no difference whatsoever, man. Go look at Cardano. Go look at Chainlink. Go look. Ethereum has had one of the worst price performance to cycle than any other cycle. So I disagree wholeheartedly. It's the crypto as a whole cycle. Has nothing to do with RH. Plus, him calling out about the streaming is bullshit because Interpol is completely 100% wrong. Once again, sell your bags and don't stick around and be toxic about it. Go find a new coin to invest in and don't let the door hit your way out. Seriously, like, that's the best thing you can do. By you sticking around and being toxic, it only fucks up your own mental state of being. Nothing wrong with selling and leaving. Just leave. But you're absolutely wrong. So I'm still around. I hope nobody sells. Yeah, dude, let them sell. If they don't want to be here, there's nothing wrong with selling. We're all going to one day sell. Remember that. We're all one day going to sell some bags, right? That's just how it goes. That's why we're here. We're here to make money. So there's nothing wrong with it. And if they want to sell at a loss, there's definitely nothing wrong with that because they want to go find something else. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Please do. Please do. But either's ICO in 2 years, but that's different, man. It launched at a different time. It had a different market cap. It was completely different. So, look at Tron. Tron took almost 800 days before it pumped. It did a 32x. It took almost 800 days. It made new lows for the entire time before it finally picked up off its ass and got moving. A lot of layer ones are like that. They take a couple 2 to 3 years, also depending when you launch in the cycle. We just launched a very poor time in the market cycle. It's a true fact, man. Go look it up. Once again, don't sit around and complain about it. Push sell and leave and never come back. It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. That's the solution. Push sell, leave. and never come back, and delete or mute or whatever you got to do on Twitter all the Pulsicans and Hexicans, so that way you don't ever have to see the content no more. Completely remove yourself out of the universe of Pulse Chain. You will be mentally happier. You will be more mentally sane, because misery loves company. Don't be that guy. They will. You're the thank you for hearing all that from you. It's just to light my soul. Yeah, Wild SJ, as always, appreciate you too. You were out there beating the drum, speaking the good word. We love everything you do for this community. That's not true, man. Like, do you want me to pull up the secret chart again? It ran sideways for the last year and a half. I will prove it. I will prove it. Here, I'll share my screen again. We have been in this entire zone here for a year and a half. Same shit. What do you mean? And this is measured against ETH, not even against the dollar. So ETH, what? It's the same shit. It's the same thing. It's measured against ETH. It's not the worst price performance. It dropped at the beginning, and then it stayed stagnant the entire time. We've been stagnant. It's a stable coin. I make a joke all the time on the show. RH created a stable coin. No one knew that, but he did. He created a stable coin called Pulse Chain. It's literally what it is. So yeah, but he got it out, my opinion, early than he anticipated because of the pressure of the SEC. I feel like if he had waited, like I know if he'd have waited, the SEC would have stopped the launch. So it was rushed, but it got out. And maybe pricing would have been different, right? We would have saw different results. Now, man, you made the investment, bro. You made the investment. Like, why sit around and be toxic about it? You know how many times I've lost money in fucking life, dude? And like, I just move on. I'll give you a story. On my third house flip, I lost $250,000, right? The contractor robbed me. He screwed me over. Did I go after him? Of course I went after him. But like at a certain point, I took a step back and like, you know whose fault that was? That lost of $250,000? My fault. Own up to your own decisions and your own buy and sells. And if you're miserable here and you don't believe in it no more, push the sell button. Push the sell button. Yeah, E sucks. It has been sucking this cycle. It's been also having problems. So let's go through this. Why your cult leader makes videos from the mother's bathroom. And they just push sell, man. Just push sell. Don't gotta be here. Seriously. You don't gotta be here. So I mean, it's very well possible, right? It's very well possible. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, for you guys, seriously, for you guys who don't believe in the ecosystem anymore, just leave. I don't understand. Why sit here and be toxic? You're only destroying yourself. That's it. That's it. Just leave. I know misery loves company, but it's absolutely wrong, man. And it's fine if you believe what these other KLs are saying. That's fine. And if you believe it's not going to come back and recover, that's fine. You've made that decision. So, but guys, I'm gonna hop out of here. For you guys who watch my show, who are believers, I thank you and appreciate every day. You guys make this show. You guys are freaking amazing. It's the community that makes the show. I love you guys. And for you guys who used to be in the ecosystem, but all you used to do is stick around and fun. I mean, like, dude, it's fine. It just shows what kind of person you are in real life. You are somebody who likes toxicity, somebody who likes the negativity. It shows me who you are. Is all it is. So, yeah. But guys, let me get out of here and go to enjoy the effing day. Go touch some grass, right? Start a business. It's the best way to touch some grass. Make money in the real world. That's why it hasn't been that painful for me, because I make money in the real world. I have a business that does good, and I make money. I take that money, I allocate it towards crypto, and I'm able to live a good life, like living in Puerto Rico, hanging out in Shanghai. It's because I'm able to focus my time and energy in the real world. And crypto is an afterthought. I love crypto, but it's not my main focus in life. So that is the key. And a lot of you guys have made it your main focus in life, and that's why it hurts so bad. So, but all right, guys, I am going to get out of here. I appreciate it. And actually, bro, you are banned for life, man. Goodbye. Here we go. Don't let the door hit the way out, man. I don't. This is my house. This is my stream. You're gonna come in here and start talking shit and be an asshole. I'll just ban you, dude. So yeah, don't come on here, dude. And Dave Corey is doing a mental health counsel job. Thanks, man. Thanks, Clockmatics. I appreciate it, man. It's the way it is in real life, man. Like when I lost that money in the real estate deal, I didn't go to real estate events and FUD everybody and say real estate's a scam. This is stupid. Or go to my mentor who I learned real estate from, be like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. You taught me this and I lost $250,000. Like, no, dude, it was my fault I lost the money, right? And I didn't lose the money because I continued doing real estate. I continued doing deals and I made all that money back plus like 10, 20, 50x. I haven't calculated how much in returns I made back, but like I made then some in the moon because I kept at it and I kept going harder. And I learned. This is no different, right? So it's no different. Sheesh. There will actually be a community therapy session run by real world therapists in our community tomorrow, 12:30. I'll post. Hey, that'd be interesting. Post a link, Wild SJ. I'd like to check it out. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you. I don't know, maybe next week. I'll definitely be streaming sometime next week. There's 161 of you guys watching. Once again, if you guys don't want to pay taxes on your crypto, if you want to defer them, DeFiWealthTrust.com. It's in the description of the show. No matter what crypto ecosystem you're in, say you want to sell some crypto, you want to go to real estate, or maybe you want to go to stocks, right? And then down the road, you sell those stocks, maybe you sell some real estate, go back into crypto. You can do this back and forth, all tax free, well, tax deferred. You don't pay any taxes until you take the money out. It's called self-enriching. When you have self-enriching, like say you want to go buy a Lambo, then you'd pay the taxes. But as long as that money is working for you, tax-free. So DeFiWealthTrust.com. It's free to make a consultation appointment with Chris. It's free to set up trust. You have no risk there. And who knows, it might come in real handy here in the next 6 months. So we appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. Peace.